Have you ever heard the phrase less is more? Well, I am afraid to say that some people take that quite literally. On the one hand, some men are asking for less and not being selective when choosing women. That's why I always encourage you guys to have high standards and firstly, work on yourself so much that you can offer your very best to the world in every field you set your mind to. On the other hand, some women out there are wearing less clothes, and in some cases, no clothes at all, because they get more attention from men. Do you get the logic? Some women go on dating apps and social media to objectify themselves and promote their OnlyFans account, hoping that they can become rich by monetizing male attention. Unfortunately for them, only top models make big money, whereas the rest hardly make $500 a month. However, this is just an example of one of the problems with women today, and let's assume lustful men don't help with solving it. Today, guys, I am telling you the main problems with modern women, how they think, and what you should do as a man to profit from this moral decay. Stay tuned, because it's going to be more than interesting. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Ronald Fitzsimmons. He said, "This video says it all. A lack of respect for men, meaning the social contract between men and women has been broken, but women still expect men to provide. And for what? Look no further than the family law court's treatment of men." Ronald, you're absolutely right. What you say is proof of what men are going through, so it's a good idea to keep out of relationships, at least until modern society undergoes a cultural revolution, which won't happen anytime soon. Please, Ronald, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most light, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. There are many factors to take into account, so I will lay them out separately. Let's take it step by step. First, women in the past wanted more freedom and rights men enjoyed, such as opening bank accounts, going to work outside the home, and many other activities they can perfectly do in today's world. That's fair, and as a MGTOW, I don't tell women to go back to the kitchen and be submissive to an abusive husband. However, if you are a man, you should not be a submissive husband to a tyrannical and bossy girl who just wants to impose her beliefs on you. Don't make concessions, or she will tame you. That's why MGTOW will give you back control over your life, unplug from societal norms, and define not only what you want of life, but also what you need, which is, by the way, even more important. The problem with this so-called freedom most modern women desire is that it has nothing to do with more responsibility, but rather with more rights to do whatever they want without facing the consequences. If you ever come across a woman like this, don't drag yourself down to her level because she won't be able to reason and admit she's wrong. Just leave the conversation as soon as you can. She will try to take revenge as if you were a beating, abusive husband, while you're just a simple man on your grind. This kind of chick will go to rallies, yell like a psycho, claim to fight for women's rights, and at night, twerk in the club on some chat. That's the insane hypocrisy of the majority of today's modern women. They will go on street demonstrations, wear little clothes to get heard, and blame men for looking at her. Let me make this clear, modern women often think that they have to take their clothes to be heard by society. By showing their almost naked bodies, they think they'll be happy, but in reality, they feel miserable. Since they do little to no introspection, they don't reflect on whether what they're doing is making them happy or not. They just go with the flow, support the current thing, and comply with liberal narratives. Delusional women are addicted to social media, male validation and attention, and dopamine. By pursuing all this, they end up devaluing themselves, and as a result, only lustful men, or the archetypical Chad, will ever want them, but only for one-night stands and, in some cases, a short-term relationship. These men are not marriageable, let alone good for having a long-term relationship. They're too busy taking care of their DM inbox. Then you can find career women who bought the idea that pursuing a corporate job would make them happy. Or in some cases, you may find women with both traits, attention-seeking and bossy attitude, and that's even worse. My advice for you MGTOWs is not to get involved and focus on your thing, whether your job, getting a better job, a side hustle, your health, and all that good stuff. In short, do you and F all distractions. That's in fact what the Matrix wants for you, a distracted mind unable to excel in any domain and a mindless consumer of content. Back in the day, you couldn't go on Instagram, refresh the page, and compare women. Oh, this looks younger. Oh, that has bigger titties. Oh, I would love to get laid with her. If at all, men would be among their friends fantasizing about a woman passing by, but that brief attention would cause no dopamine rush in women's minds. These days, women have endless access to that kind of attention, and as long as they have a few followers, you might see them on your Instagram search page. Again, that's an obvious tactic from the Matrix. The system wants either feminine men or weak men, unable to control their carnal urges. I am a MGTOW, and as a student of Stoicism, I assume I can't control the attitude of women. If they want to live their life as attention seekers or unhappy career women, I don't really care. My policy is simple. I ignore them, and if I see that kind of attitude in the real world, I just lower my gaze. Period. Your primal instincts might impede you to do this smoothly, but as a skill, it's learnable, and let me tell you that it will pay real dividends eventually. It's evident that no matter the age of human history, people have always loved gossiping and entertainment. In the Roman Empire days, the bread and circus smokescreen kept the peasants and average Joes and Janes so distracted that they couldn't see the empire was going through inflation and on the verge of collapse. Can't you see that today's world is going through a similar situation? Delusional women and lustful men don't, but if you are sufficiently aware of the current state of the world, then you might have deduced something is not quite right. Nevertheless, don't panic, as I promised. I will share with you the #1 strategy to navigate this moral decay and profit from it. Assume that many modern women are not wife or dating material, and they will keep believing lies, getting injections, and going under the knife to keep their beauty once they hit the wall. They will believe that being a bad bee like Doja Cat or Cardi B is cool and will try to emulate them. If they want to do it, just don't mind them. Assume also that many men, including some family members and friends, will legitimize their own bad habits, such as checking attention-seeking women's stories and profiles, explicit content, and wasting energy on women who just want to sleep around. I would also dare to say that once you start to stay away from those negative vibes, they will try to convince you that you're too hard on yourself and you're missing out on the fun of life. Again, don't mind them. The live and let live mentality will come in handy in both cases. While those men and women perpetuate the decay of morals and reinforce the idea that healthy relationships are a thing of the past, you go your own way. Chase a check, never chase a chick is more than a reminder. It's a lifestyle. Let me go even further. Many women will live a sad life of contradictions, objectifying themselves and asking for respect. They will feel entitled to the best man out there no matter their attitude. These delusional women are not even looking for love affairs, but rather flings to supposedly have fun. Later in their lives, they will probably regret their poor choices and go for the nice guys they rejected in the past. Now these nice guys are MGTOWs, and so could be you. In that position, you have the choice to let them spoil your independent, happy lifestyle or not allow them into your frame. It's quite binary, I know, and that's just how it is. If you ever bump into a woman who adds value to your life and has a low body count, good for you, and if you don't, no problem. A strong brotherhood will reap more benefits and land you more opportunities. I wish you tremendous success and freedom. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Are you already on your own way? What do you think of the decay of morals? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.